Hello. Good to see you again, Chad. See you soon, SoyPete. Catch you soon. Why did you why Stream resolution. Yes, so you can ingest up to 4K 60 FPS on YouTube. Wow. I mean, this blows Twitch out of the water completely. Well, so it's not an OBS integration. That's the thing. It's not an OBS integration. It is a native HDMI output.
You know, I should probably turn that music down. Every once in a while. Oh, and it didn't install the Stream Deck update, and I need to reset my camera. I have to do this every time I turn my camera off. Yes, I know, Lou. Hey, The Onion, I saw you on Maddie's stream. Where's my music? I know people kind of like it when they can't hear the music on my stream. And, you know, whatever. But we're back into GoLand. I would have said GoLand, but that's an IDE, and we don't believe in IDEs. And you also don't need to see that screen. We'll change that. Back over to this one, where we just have my new repo. So we're making a new project. I have some code for this that I'm going to go ahead and commit. But the story is, and there is a story to this. Did my music get turned down? My thing got updated. Okay. And, I like to pop my chat out. 1 second. Can I? No, that's still Maddie's.
It's a big step up. If you
I need to go over here.
Effectively, almost entirely
pop my chat out because
and you're now able
if I don't do it right,
Civilization 6 using
it's a whole
brain
thing. I know. Will you just
mouse.
make this big? Thank you.
That's kind of cool.
If I don't do it right,
it's very exciting.
Then every time I click off of OBS,
it's very exciting, and I hope that there aren't more.
I can't see chat.
Exactly.
And that's not what we want. Okay, so
let's talk a little bit about AI, and we're talking about another one of Musk's projects first.
Close favorite. Okay, we're back. Oh, that was hard. Okay, so here's the story. I, Mariah Peterson, have been running meetups for 5 years. Well, since 2019 is when I started, so 5 years. I have been an active meetup organizer for 5 years. And I have varied between different meetups. During that time, I helped found a nonprofit called Forge Utah. That is this repo over there. And basically, we do the meetup costs out of this nonprofit. We do any expenses we need to do out of this nonprofit. Oh, crap. I forgot about that. Hey, Siri. Remind me to do meetup food today at 6 p.m. See, I need to figure out food for a meetup this week. So there's one meetup that I have been running as the organizer for 5 years. And this is the ML Ops Utah meetup. It's had a couple names, but it's the same group, ML Utah. We've been doing it for 5 years. Every single month for 5 years. Last month, during the same auspicious time, or suspicious time, or coincidental time, that that meetup was changing ownership from one private equity firm to the other private equity firm. Sorry, I am sharing my thing, typing a message. So during the time that meetup was changing hands, me and the other organizer just got deleted from ML Utah. When meetup organizers leave a meetup, when a meetup organizer leaves a meetup, what happens is they put a big post on the website and says, and it goes to like every single person within a 35,000 mile radius, because I've been asked to take over meetups that I don't even live close to, if they want to just take over the meetup. So anybody can just take it over. So 2 random people took over the meetup and deleted all of the planned events that we had speakers for through May. And I had no clue because I wasn't on the event anymore. So somebody pinged me on Slack and they're like, hey, is this really deleted? And I'm really glad they did because it wasn't actually deleted. I didn't delete it. We still had a speaker. We'd had that speaker lined up for 4 months. And I had literally just emailed them to confirm. So the Saturday before a Tuesday meetup, so people aren't going to check their things Sunday. So by the time they got to the thing Monday, we were down to like 24 hours to let everybody know that that wasn't canceled and that a new event had been created. We said, okay, we have a LinkedIn page. We created an event on LinkedIn and we tried to share it to everybody possible. But without access to the meetup page, I didn't have access to the emails of the people who had RSVP'd. So I was like reaching out on Slack and we invited people on LinkedIn and trying to do everything. But basically, because Meetup screwed me over and deleted me from my event, I am now vehemently energized, again, wrong word choice, to create a Meetup replacement. Like, we've been talking about this, we've been shooting the shit about this for a long, long time. And now I'm gonna ponerme las pilas and get it done. There's a lot of people who want to work on it. So today we're gonna copy over some of the code I have. It's not any good code, but it is some code. And we're gonna try and, there are people who want to work on this. It's an open source, right? So there are people who want to work on it. So we're gonna try and make some issues of things and kind of try and plan it out. I don't know if it'd be best to plan it out in projects or in issues, because I think I don't know. But we're gonna try and plan it out a little bit and get some things done, essentially. So that's our plan for today. And I hope Brian B. Would we want to start the repo using Melky's starter tool? Well, I mean, I have my own starter thing. I didn't know Melky had a starter thing. Go has a starter thing. Why doesn't Forge have a starter thing? That is the question. What does Melky's starter thing do, Brian? Okay. Setting up a Go HTTP. Integrate popular frameworks. Focus on the code. What is this? I don't even know what this is. So I would probably not do it because I've never heard of it. But anybody can. You help to maintain it. There's HTML. Okay, I mean, what is the HTMX stuff? Oh, you see, but I wouldn't do what, like, where does it? Advanced features. HTMX using Temple. I mean, I have no preference, honestly, as to any of these frameworks. But if it helps with HTMX, I'm down. I mean, yeah, I'll install it. Why not? This whole thing was basically your idea, so. Oh, just to set up a basic folder structure? I mean, yeah, why not? I'll install it. but I do already have a repo. So I'm sure that that's what it would create. Right? It's going to create a repo for us. I mean, I also have a repo somewhere in my stuff that I'm not going to use. I'm going to redo it. We're going to not do that. So. Okay, yeah, I do. Well, I didn't know about it, so. But it's always good to have tools for starting up projects, so. Okay, we're gonna need to make this. I've learned that my screen is never quite big enough. And so this should be big enough. Where's my meetup? Chat server meetup? GraphQL scraper. Did I not put it? Oh, meetup POC. So this is essentially what I have, Brian. It is a main.go with just basically the API points I am gonna figure out, and then data structures. That's it. So I don't care about design per se. I think that would be a great thing to throw into a Foundry meetup sometime. So I haven't decided if I wanted to do project or issues, but issues go into projects, so right? Aren't they like the same thing? If I go to project and I make a new project for this repo, new project. All I want is, no, just stop. Start from scratch with the board. No. SoyPete's untitled project. SoyPete's rough draft. The Brian B. You are the Brian. Should we call it first pass? Hi talks. Yeah, they're just organized issues. Okay, yeah. Well, I only want issue. I want. If I create it here, I want it to go over to the issue board as well, and then just label it. But I guess since I already have a brain dump here, I'll just take this brain dump and put it over there, and then anybody else can add issues, and then we'll need to figure out who's gonna guide this. Because if it's me, great, but I'm not I don't have. We need to figure out how to suggest ideas and get them approved. Because the last thing I want is for us to gatekeep anything. First draft plan. We're going to call that. That's it. And it's going to be like that with a weird thing. So we're going to add an item. And we're going to create a draft. And we're going to say to do. First thing to do. Anybody okay with me just throwing up a SQLite database for funsies? What's up, Lulu? Why are you underneath? Lulu's underneath. Ow! Lulu, quit hitting me! My thought was, side tangent. I put a wish list for this on my, buy me a coffee. But I decided that, oh, what are we doing? I want a dog cam, and I want it to be set up on my Raspberry Pi so I can just make it essentially be a web page that I embed in my OBS. So, first one, this is going to be set up. SQLite. Well, we gotta set up database somehow for test data. like that's the only thing I need for, so this, is this now an issue that goes over to the thing? So now if I go over to my repo, do I have an issue? No, I don't have an issue. Oh, is it because it's private? Why is it private? Okay, I'm just gonna go do issues and we can figure out the stupid project later. How's that sound? Okay, Lulu. So first issue, new issue. Oh, see, yeah, I can write this. Add database. I want to be able to persist data from HTML from our HTTP calls. This will not be the permanent database, but set up a Docker compose with maybe some seed files so that we can have parity across dev environments. Right? I'm a data engineer by the day, so like the only way I've been able to think about this stupid, the not stupid project. It's Meetup is stupid. The project is fantastic. Is my Mac making noise? Hey, Google? Stop the music. Google's been playing Spotify. Okay, that's one. See, oh, and now I can add it to the project. That's what you were saying. Now it's there. Okay, so don't add things to the project. Do this. And should I add label? We'll figure out labels later. Okay, another thing I want to add is... Okay, I have this. So, we need to somehow create like flows. So I want to have a different flow for adding a group than adding a user, and then we need to have a flow for adding an admin to a group, and then we need to have a flow for adding a user. So yeah, so we'll add flow for group. Oh, if anybody's watching March Madness, Oakland University's from Michigan. That is what my family chat just said. Okay, so for this one, we need endpoints. And Brian, tell me, I don't know anything about HTMX and how that would work with Go. It's still just the normal HTMX stuff, right? I mean, normal HTTP stuff. The difference is instead of doing... Is the routing different? Like the endpoint setup would be... I guess we would still need handlers. It's just what we're sending is now different. Is that right? That's my understanding. I don't know anything about HTMX, so... Oh, HTMX and Cold Fusion. Yeah, we send HTML instead of JSON. Yeah, okay. That's kind of what I was getting at. Temple guide. Oh, this is it. This is what I heard about. Cool. So I can just worry about the handlers, and then we'll figure out what the payloads will look like in a minute. Cool. Well, right now I'm only creating issues. Do we want that? Is that what we want? Do we want the Go functions that spit out I don't know. You tell me. Is this thing where is my verbiage correct? If I said I want an endpoint for adding a group, endpoint for editing, endpoint for adding admin to group, endpoint for adding event to group, endpoint for sending message to group, and then endpoint for editing group information, endpoint Okay, so the verbiage is correct. It's just the payload is different. That is what I thought. Endpoint for deleting a group. We have never deleted a group. Cool. Okay, I need a new issue. Okay. Add flow for member. Add member to Forge org. So member subscribes. The response payload is different. Yes, what we send, not what we receive. Cool, I don't care about that part. Somebody else can handle that. I only care about where the data goes, so. Member subscribes. To a group. Oh, Arceus with that Prime sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 2-month streak. I'm pretty sure you didn't know I had a Twitch until 2 months ago, so that is impressive. So I guess my thought is, like, events are shared like RSS feeds, and this is a thought, can be changed. Member RSVP to event. Member get calendar. I don't know how this will work. I'm just like throwing things out there. Member unsubscribe. Member change information. And then member delete account. These probably should end up being like sub issues, but I'm just like brain vomiting right now so that we can have some kind of collaboration, I guess. What else do I have in here? I have an org, I have a group, and I have an event. Did I say in the groups that we had a thing for setting up events? No. I did. I had a group create event, right? Add event. So at some point, we'll need to fix event management flow. And this is just me listing endpoints so Clint can do his API first design, right, Clint? Clint just brain dump is all I can do, and then somebody else can deal with the rest. Also, why does Nightbot dump all of these things at one time? I would really appreciate if they were like spaced out a little bit. I don't know. So event management flow. So we have add event. We need to edit event. We need to send message to just attendees. We need to have a cancel only with message. Right? And then I feel like do you want more music? Let's do a poll. Should we turn the music up? And anybody can create issues. I've just gonna get some work done and I want to have an issue to tie it to. Okay. Now there's a poll. Let me know what you think about the music. What else do we do with the events? We have attendees. Oh, we need to add hosts that aren't admins. I don't have that in here. But, oh yeah, I do. I do have it as owners. So there can be a group admin and an event owner. So this is, let's make, can edit events and group info. Can only edit the event. Does not have to be a group admin. Okay. That's just my thought. Okay. And then some other things we need. We need a new issue. We need to add auth flow. Todd Punk was working on an auth system that is super dev friendly and would not require personal information. I think. Todd can figure that one out. I want to add events to Google Calendar. People That's not how you spell people. People the Brian B. Stitch for what? What is Stitch? Oh. Okay. What did you say your GitHub was? Ah! Quit doing that. Just let me look at the stupid threads. This is collaborative, so... Well... I don't know if that's actually gonna tag you, but I'm gonna pretend like it will. Oh, it did. Oh, I didn't know you organized Free Code Camp Salt Lake City. That's how you know so many people. Good. You're now involved in this. I don't really care. Where was my issue? New issue. People, members who subscribe, who RSVP to an event should be able to export it to their calendar. Right? Is that's enough? I think Clint wants something else. I think that Clint, do you think this is enough, or do you want a calendar on the Forge website? Because, like, yes and no. So one person wants the music turned up and one person doesn't want the music turned up. That's where we're sitting right now. So we're just going to do nothing. Okay. Cool. What else did I have in my thing? For features. Connect all Forge meetups together. Yeah, have Google search. Cool. What the heck did I just do? I don't need to. Okay. Here's my issues. Feel free to comment. Okay, so also just as a caveat, any code I commit to this can be completely overridden. It does not belong to me. I'm just providing an initial push of momentum because that is what my platform does. Is this going to be a Forge specific tool? No. So the idea, Brian, in my head is that if you are, it fits Forge's use case. So the use case being you're a group and that group hosts several different categories of event. That category would then be the group, we can change it to categories, but user group kind of falls into it. And so basically anybody should be able to configure their organization like Forge. So the Forge aspect should be configurable. So basically, and I guess anybody who has multiple meetups under a Meetup Pro account. Oh, that's what Barrick says. I'm trying to explain this on Twitch right now, Barrick. Basically, so my thought is it's an open source tool that anybody who has a Meetup Pro account, so a pro organization that has several different meetups under it, would be able to host and then remove that pro org from Meetup. That is my thought. So that's why I know I didn't put in a flow for configuring the organization, because my thought would be I guess I was kind of gonna. My thought is that would kind of be. Yes, provide a tool. My thought is provide a tool they can self-host at this point. And if they don't want to self-host, then they can pay Todd to host it for them. Or they can pay Arceus to host it for them. Like, there are people who will host the tool. And host it the right way, but it's just, yeah, can open source do it better. So we would need to add flow for org. So we'd like to edit org information. But I do think the org identity should be somewhat inferred, so I would like my how would it be discoverable for people not already in it? Is that a concern? Just use Foundry or GitHub Either. I guess I am a little... PRs, not misses. I don't know. Well, to be fair, here's how my discoverability opinion is. So my opinion for that is Google Meetup as it stands. Individual meetups are easier to find via a Google search than they are on Meetup's search tool. So, like, as long as it is discoverable via Google search, you should be able to say, hey, if you're interested in our events, you know, go to this website or go to this, you know, location, search it. Search our organization, and then once you're there, you should be able to find the groups that are there. So you should be able to Google search the organization, and then do everything after you're, and then if you want to become a part of the org, right, be a member, you should be able to do that. I don't think you should be able to subscribe to events without becoming a member. Perks of membership. But you should be able to see when the dates of the event are. So maybe you can add the calendar event without becoming a member, but you can't subscribe to the event. So like receive messages and reminders and stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at. Oh, Exegete, how are you? Welcome. Edit org information. Add org admins. Or edit org. Add slash edit. How you be? Me be good. You missed my whole story about how Meetup screwed me over. But Meetup screwed me over, and so now I am at least temporarily on a mission to replace them. Okay, see you, Brian. I know you'll be active in Slack, so you'll figure out where we're going. Admins. Cool. I think this is good enough. Meetup is a horrible app, and their search sucks, so if you're ever trying to find meetups in your local area and you actually use Meetup, you probably never find anything. So there's that. So. What are custom properties? What are properties? Oh, Clint can deal with that. I don't care. Maintenance is all up to Clint. I just work here. Cool, so... Nothing out of... Well, you're probably not going to get any results out of Phoenix. But, like, which way out of Phoenix? North? Because there's got to be some in Tucson. Well, yeah, Tucson. Tucson's south. So if you... Are you, like, in between Phoenix and Tucson? But... What is 3 hours outside of Phoenix besides nothing? Flagstaff. There's not a No. There is not? I'm surprised. Diddly squat. You're 100% right, there's nothing. I'm surprised. I thought Flagstaff was a much more bizzling metropolis than this. Much more busy metropolis. Okay, before I get any farther, because... Open my profile. This one. Edit my profile. Text. I need the size to just always be bigger. Oh, let's change... Should we just pick a different one? Just for funsies? There's a JetBrains... I don't get your comment, but whatever it is, it makes me laugh. Anything that has to do with JetBrains makes me laugh. I had one, I don't know where Mort is, because he's not here. Is the font they put out? Oh, yes. Space Mono? Oh, that one? Yeah. Let's go with that. And let's make this medium. What's medium? I don't know. But I'm gonna make this, like, always 24. Is that big enough? Or does it need to be bigger? Should we make it 26? Yeah. Like, I want it to always be this size. non-ASCII font. Use ligatures. But it says it... Big fonts or go home. Well, I'm tired. Basically what happens... Basically what happens is every time I do this, every time I open it on stream, I have to make it bigger or smaller, so I might as well just always make it big. Right? So, that's my thought. Because if not, like, you'll never be able to see it. Cool. You're just old. No, it is legitimately hard to read. And I've been making more and more, like, TikToks. Is it... Calling it TikTok Reels feels weird because they're Instagram Reels. But it's really easy to turn, like, Twitch clips into TikToks. And so... If the screen's not big enough, they're not gonna get a darn thing. What environment variable is gonna blow my mind? CD path? What do you mean by CD path? I have set up aliases multiple times to make it easier to CD into repos. I just don't have those set up on this machine because I never work on a project long enough to care. What does CD path do? So see, if I set CD path into home code, CD will always just go straight into code? That makes sense. Except for when I want to go to downloads. Which is almost never. But it will search there. What would I want to search there for? Oh, you mean like it'll auto-recommend things that are there already? I see what you're saying. I know. Go mod. Init. The project is Forge, GitHub. Forge, Utah. Meetup. Sometimes yeah, so right now when I press just straight up CD, it just goes right to the home. You know, which I almost never do. And so you're saying it would just make the new home code. Because why would I CD into anything that's not code? I got you. I got you. That's something that I would definitely consider worthwhile to add to my my ZSH stuff. I think there already is a CD path in my ZSH stuff. I just never set it up. If that make like... You know? Okay, I can see into both. What if I just wanted my terminal to only open up to the code directory? Wouldn't that serve the same purpose? Just to be nitpicky and annoying. Like, I get what you're saying, and I think it's cool. And I will definitely set it up. I'm just not going to do it right now. Oh. Because I can't do anything. I could be anywhere and jump to my cold folder. That's totally what I understand. And I think it is what I should be doing. That is 100% I agree. I agree that it is an ideal optimization that I would like to have. Look at this. Destroy meetup, then exactly. Destroy meetup, then CD path. We're there. That is where we be having the time of our life. I'm down with that. Down. Let's do that. Does that button break? Did my button break? Uh-oh. Should we see if my button broke? Stream deck. So this button. Oh. It should make a clip. Sorry. DevOps for Stream Deck. Oh, I do have a GitHub notification. OBS Studio. I don't have any of the OBS stuff set up. I probably should. I should also do this. What does read chat messages do? There's a greet them section? What is the greet them section? I don't understand this. Toggle emergency mode, give a shout out. Pick a raffle winner. Oh, that's because Twitch chat is new. Ooh, what does Camera Hub do? Slack status? Oh, I already knew about Slack status. GitHub. GitHub CI, VS Code. We need to mess with these one day. Sorry. I was just making sure that it was still the same account. Cool. Sorry, let's go back and kill Meetup. See, I can press the clip button, and then it makes an automatic 60-second clip, and then I can go right into the Twitch website and go ching, 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 and send it to, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts, and all the other things, like super fast. The only one that's hard is Instagram. So, and Instagram can figure that out themselves. If they didn't want to be hard, they could just not be hard, right? Okay, so all this is doing org has groups, a named member. It should also have admins. Event should be this. Member should be that. Group should have that. There was something else that I thought of just a second ago that I wanted this to have. a different set of attributes. But it's fine. I only care about the data model, as you can see. This repo also has no org. I want to know, and I guess I've never, like, truly worked on an open source thing. Like, I have made projects that are available on my GitHub, but I'm the only one that does them. I don't know. I guess my thought is if owners volunteer, like people say, hey, I want to work on this project, then those people would make the decisions later. That's kind of my thought. Okay, so let's just run it just for fun. Go run is a command that exists. Actually, we should actually update our binaries. Because who knows when the last time we did that was. So, you want to know why I'm concerned about this thing being connected? Because I don't see how many people are viewing it. Also, when I press, the buttons aren't working. That's why I don't think it's connected. The buttons aren't working. Okay. Now the buttons should be working. It was just almost plugged in instead of definitely plugged in. Ah! Did I? Oh, and now I'm trying to put it in upside down. Silly me. Upside down. Where did go run go? Oh, I'm installing binaries. Like, I just updated my Vim plug. So. Go run. So this is just supposed to print a time. It prints a time. Somebody is stream. You know how many? I am really interested. The dynamic for people who watch streams, because I don't know how some people find some streams interesting. I don't think I'm. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm not as interesting. Maybe I don't find things as interesting as other people. I don't know. Oh, I need to go get. Is that the spew I want? I think so. And this is why we use spew. It's a good way to digest information. The only reason to not have spew is because you're deploying to production. It is a great developer tool, but it's a red flag if that shows up in your Go mod. Oh. So we have a name. We don't have any admins. I feel like that should be red flag. If we had any kind of verification or any kind of concept of identity in this, that would be a problem. We have one group. Look, we even have the pointer address to the group. Does anybody else love pointer addresses? Just like, please raise your hand. And by that, I mean post in the chat with a hand. Is there a hand emote? If you love pointer. Oh, there is right there. Hey guys is a good one. Just straight up put a hey guys if you love pointer references. I think they're fantastic. Here's one. Here's the other one. I don't remember it posting links, so obviously somebody's been updating Spew since I last used it. Little commenty me. And we can go forward with that. Owner is nil, and that is nil, so we're good. Okay. So, if Mariah were to own this, which, as of right now, we can pretend like I am. Like, we'll say Mariah's owning this until I'm not, which will hopefully be very soon. I would like to actively contribute. I have a vested interest, but somebody else can nobody is raising their hands, chat. If you are not raising your hands, I would please like you to lurk. I did make a command for lurking, so you can always just lurk. And I will celebrate your lurkiness. So, lurking is fine. Lurking is approved, and lurking is what I want you to do. It just, you know, we gotta gauge the excitement of killing Meetup. Death to Meetup. Not death to meetups, but death to meetup.com. We love meetups. We want everybody to attend local events because that is how you improve a community. So, how should we... What should we do next? What should we do next? Does anybody care? What should we do next? Should we add the database? Should we add the group flow? Or should we add the member... We don't have any members at this point. So which one? I think groups... Groups and members can be completely parallel because they're independent from each other, right? We subscribe... We're going to subscribe to events from groups. Which basically means when we open up the website or app or whatever the garbly-gook it ends up being, we only see events for the groups we have subscribed to. The groups don't see us as members, but we see groups as a thing. It's a weird thing. Okay, well, I feel like I want to do org first, but if I'm going to do org first, I should have members, so... And I'm probably going to be all over the place, so let's assign this to me. Let's add this to the project. Let's put it in progress. Let's go and let's add all of these to the project while we're at it. No. Will you go back to all my issues? Thank you. Added group flow. Project. Yep. I don't need any status. I just need there to do. Cool. No, it was Brian C. Oh no, he's gonna... And then, does Barrick have one? No, what was Skylar's? I don't even remember who were the people who... Larock. He cares. That's literally... Oh, just get rid of the space. No results? Oh, that's because I didn't add you. What? Who else has the name Barrick Burnson? Clint's officially in charge. Cool. Oh, and the other thing I'm gonna do just right off the bat is we're gonna add rules, a rule set, add new rule set, add branch rule set. Rule set is always protect main. Require a pull request before merging. Require approvals one. They can change anything they want to. Require status check to pass. We don't have any, so I'll just kill that. I'm not going to restrict branch names. Require linear history. Yeah. Should we require signed commits? Ooh, people are slacking me. Uh-oh. Okay, adding another person who's like me. Create the rules. And this is... No, I want this search to also add people. Scott Cunningham. Could not find Toxneb because I think it's only one T. Oh, because I can't spell. talks and EB. There we go. I'm good with that. Okay, so that means I should make an MR or PR. Oh my gosh! I didn't think that I would lose the PR vocabulary working in GitHub, but it's getting annoying. You do not have the most annoying name. I just can't spell. See, if this was just Mariah doing whatever Mariah wanted, I would first start by setting up a server and I would put all the handlers inside that server. But I'm wondering if I should wait on the server and just make functions for managing things. So, for example, if I'm doing the member flow, right? I'm doing this idea of create member. So what if I just only did makedir, and like I said, I don't think this needs to be the final format. This is just kind of like a temporary thing. No, let's just make, let's do that. We'll just make a member.go and we'll leave everything here and we'll refactor it later. So we have a member struct. We'll throw the member struct in there because that, believe it or not, is how Mariah does things. So first thing, no, I don't want that. So we'd want a function not join group. Add. Yeah, function add, right? We don't need a group. What we would need, we need add member. No, just well, let's call it create member. Yes, but we're not going to provide an int, an ID. We're just gonna, just for funsies, just have it auto increment. We're gonna say this temp ID generator. Let's call it a temp ID generator. And we can just do that. I'm just like, it's just always the, yes. So it'll be a make ID. So this means I need to make a new issue. This is not thread safe. It is not thread safe. But more importantly, this is dumb. This just needs to be... So that's where we're at, yeah. And so, cool. So we have a create member, we're going to make ID, we're going to take the name and email. Then we're going to have a func. I wanted it to be a subscribe method, so I'm going to call it a follow. member, and it's not join group. It would be follow group. And so, like, this would be... This is a many-to-many relationship. It's weird. So groups have no idea who is following them. It's a one-way relationship. But members can fetch events from the groups they follow. Like, that's essentially what I was thinking. Cool. And then... Oh, that's a good one. Didn't they change this? Didn't they just change the semantic? So this is, like, they don't range over that. There's now, like, an iterator. What's wrong, woo-woo? Woo-woo. Woo-woo. No, I don't want that one. Woo-woo, what's wrong? Oh, this is the new one. Hey, woo-woo. Oh, you want to come say hi? Okay, come here. Come here. If anybody's in... I know you're there, chat. When you see Lulu, you should put the emote of Lulu in the chat. That's the whole point of having a Lulu come say hi. Ready? Up, up. Oh, Mama! My name is Lulu.
Hi, 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 hi. It's a Lulu. It's a Lulu. It's a Lulu. Oh, yeah, it's us.
She says, where's my love, chat? Chat, love me. Chat, love me. Love me, chat. You gonna go bark? You gonna go bark with Max? No, you don't want to bark? Thank you, Tox. Thank you, Tox. I love a doggos. Love a doggos. Love them. Love them, huh? Love the doggos. Yeah, this mom, was you barking? Was you outside? And did you do the barkings? Did you do the barkings, Lulu? Yeah. What do you need? You want to come up? You want to come up? Up? Okay, no, I don't do that. Up? Okay, come on. Up? Up? She doesn't want to say up anymore. Then Mama needs to go back to working if you're not going to go up, okay? If you don't do... If Mom... Yeah. Okay, this song is weird. You can't hear the music, right? Like, you have no clue when my music is weird. And that's because my mic balance... I don't know how to fix the mic's balance. So I guess my thing is... So this right here... primes... I don't know what that is. I thought they said you could iterate over a slice. I thought that was the new thing. Contains a permanent implementation of the change enabled by setting the Go experience range function within your program. We invite anyone who wants to help us understand the effect of this change by trying using range func to let us know. So what would this do? I know it was supposed to get rid of this. But I thought it was also supposed to do slices. So it says, this is an example of how to range over function runs. Consider this function for iterating backwards over a slice. Okay, yeah. From, you start at the length, you go to 0. It can be invoked as slices.range backwards. This program would translate inside the compiler to be more like slices. Okay. So it's in the slices func. The function iterators are normally push iterators, where the value generator, typically the data structure visitor, pushes values to a function generated by the body of the loop. In some cases, it's more convenient to pull from the values of the generator, or to pull accomplishes that. This example, zip, combines 2 range functions in a single range function that provides effective pair of inputs. Iter pull. Okay. It's an old one. Yeah, I feel like they threw this in the Go 122 release notes, though. Didn't they? Didn't they do something? Bet, trace, time, runtime, compiler, linker, core library. I thought they did something with slices. I know they did the RAND stuff. Oh, this, I knew they changed that. Oh yeah. Range over iterator functions. That was this. Oh, I can just do range of that. Okay, yes, I can do that. So if I were to do with go experiment blah 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 at the at build time.
Okay, let's try that.
Oh my goodness. But this is what, okay, this is nothing, it doesn't feel like it's different. What do you mean they're mismatched? What I would do, if this were me, is I would make a new slice. Groups. Yeah, groups. New groups equals new slice.groups. So if groups did not equal G, yeah, we would append it to the new group. What do you mean? Group has a variable of type int? No, we should be able to range and get that. That's what this is saying. It's saying instead of, yeah, we're gonna do this. And we'll get that. It'll be fine. And then what we're, yeah. And then after that, we'll say m groups equals new groups. Done. Member received, member redeclared in this block. Oh yeah, did I not delete that? Oh, it's just not saved. Invalid operation. Int does not match type. Well, because I'm using the experiment thing. Unidentified member. Oh, we do our we never created a member. No, it should still be there because they're in the same package. This happens every time. Every time. I have to do dot instead of one file, and but I thought it said if I did the Go experiment, it would, what was my Go version? Yeah, 122. I literally am doing this, just like you told me. And it doesn't want to do Go experiment equals range func to that? No, it shouldn't be an int, it should be a type group. Okay, well, let's go back to the old way. Right? So the old way is this. And do it without that experiment, and it should work. Okay, now it compiles. So Go experiment, if somebody wants to tell me why it didn't work with Go experiment. Fantabulous. Joe Reese commented on a thing. Oh, I must sneeze. I apologize. No, that's just Joseph R, not... I guess the Twitch link was bad. Twitch link is twitch.tv/SoyPeteTech. Okay, should we go see if that link broke? Oh yeah, that's the wrong one. Let's go over here to this one. Let's edit that. No, I don't want to delete it. I need to edit it so it's the right link. And we should do that on the Twitter too. Oh wait, I can't edit that anymore? That is the correct link. Is that Go experiment for the custom implementation of range? So, according to the docs, they're redoing the iterator, and it's just an experiment for that. And it says, with the Go experimenter range func enabled loop, I can do loops like this. I can pull the value. Oh, but maybe it only does it with generics and it won't do it with just straight up slices. It probably only does it with generics. Boo, sad day. Maddie Two Shoes is raiding! How you doing, guys? That's an incoming hype train. How was your stream, Maddie? Are you having a good day? You look at hype train. Woot woot! What's up? How was your stream? Did you get all the stuff done you wanted to get done? I've never had a hype train before, so this is a new experience for me. Rawsome1, thanks for the follow.
Thanks for following.
And I raw someone. Thank you for that follow. You learn so much about RAG, and is RAG going to change the world? That is... Yeah, I agree, Talks. It's just for a custom iterator function. Oh, we got a sub! Thanks, Iroxum. Thanks for that tier 1 sub. Oh, well, tell me how you like it. I have not done that. Pretty awesome stuff, says Phoenix. Tell me, if you like RAG. Like, do you think it's cool? I haven't... Like, I'm barely getting to, like, DAG engines. So, like, I'm way off on my acyclic graphs. Way behind. I've always used, like, eventing, essentially, when I'm trying to do any kind of... Oh, you do them for work, Phoenix? That's nice. I understand that they're completely separate. I'm just saying that they're both acyclic graphs. Basically, in our app, when you search for medical terms, we are not allowed to return hallucinations in any way. So you're not allowed to fake medical terms? Oh, it's an retrieval augmented generation, not graph. I thought there was another one. Oh well. So you're still completely AI stuff, which I ignore. I just run the AI meetup. I don't even know how LLMs work, and since small language models are just a conspiracy, you know. So what we are doing today, guys, here's my story. Once upon a time, 2 weeks ago, I was trying to... I've run local tech events here in Utah for 5 years. AI. I have people that do that for me, so I don't have to pay attention. So, anyway, so this one event, the Utah ML Ops and AI Meetup, I have been running for 5 years. Straight up, I have been the main organizer for 5 years. And just one day, suspiciously, during the same time that Meetup was changing private equity, because it got acquired, was changing hands in the private equity firm, Me and the other organizer were deleted from the meetup completely. There were no more organizers on the meetup. The meetup was in Utah. I live in the United States in Utah. They're all local to me. So we do stream them on the internet. I used to care about AI, and now I just kind of, for obstinance, don't care about it. Anyway, it just deleted me, removed me. So, and it was the Saturday before the event. The event was on a Tuesday. I got a Slack message at 10:46 p.m. saying, why was the event canceled? Is this supposed to be canceled? I said, what was canceled? So I went and I saw that these two random people were deleted. These two random people were now owners of the event. They completely deleted all of the events. But it's not them who pay for the event. We were charged for the event. My nonprofit, Forge Utah / Clint Berry, who is funding that half of it, we were removed from it completely. So we literally told these people, oh, this event was canceled with 2 days notice, and without access to meetup.com, we had no way of correcting that. We couldn't email the people, we couldn't, send a message. So I tried to do what I could through LinkedIn and Slack, and we still had the event. The speaker was from, out of town. It wasn't like a big deal, but basically Meetup screwed me over. And the people that are part of the Forge community have been talking about replacing meetup.com forever. I missed the hype train. Sorry, better luck next time. Oh well. Anyway, thank you for coming anyway and being a part of it, and for letting Maddie raid my thing. So anyway, we got 1 week later. Why not use Facebook groups for events? Because nobody's on Facebook. Did you find out how they got a hold of the account? You'd be livid. I raw some. No. I don't think they got a hold. I don't, whenever organizers abandon their meetup, it's open. They just post on meetup.com saying, hey, anybody can take this over. And so anybody could have just taken it over and deleted the events because they're like, well, we don't know anything about these. So it was literally random people. So my theory is that somebody just dropped a row from the database. I don't know how many meetups are effective. Meetup is. It is a $. A pile of garbage. We've been talking about this in the community for years about replacing Meetup, about how bad it is, and Meetup screwed me and lit a fire under my behind, and so I'm getting it started, and there's quite a few people who've reached out to me. Facebook is larger than Meetup, but there are so many people, there is a vested section of the tech community that is anti-Facebook. You like my thank you. I'm glad I provided a good backstory for you. So that is why we're building this. Also, it costs us $500 a month to host these meetups, to have meetups for discovery. That sucks. You run your meetups through Eventbrite? Yeah. Eventbrite is a different pile of wax. I've used Eventbrite for one-off events, and it works really well. I've just never gotten to the point where I wanted to pay them money. And the other thing, the MLOps community, the MLOps global community has decided they're just going to use Lua. And so that's what they're paying for. They're not paying for meetup.com because it sucks. Oh, yes, I see. If it's paid for, it's not a big deal. So yeah, MLOps uses Lua. It's just that there are so many people on Meetup already that it's been really hard to get away from it. But we're a community of technologists, so when somebody said build your own, that's exactly what we wanted to do. So we have this group, we have an event, we added the event. So now we're going to add a member. And so this is going to be, we're building it with Go and HTMX. We're going to abstract the whole thing. Yeah, we try to keep everything as free as possible. So like we stream all our events, we post them to YouTube. The content's all out there. We're trying to build everything open source. So it's just the operating model we chose to use. I do 100% agree that everything we provide is valuable and worth money. Like if I was doing personal things and I was saying, hey, come see me, I would charge money for it, but we don't for the meetups. We also do a really good job of like, we don't have to pay for venues because companies will provide their meeting spaces and give us food, so we can operate on an almost non-existent budget, except for meetup.com, so. We're gonna make a member, that's me. Normally speaking, this object wouldn't need to exist all the time. The ID, no, we wouldn't need to do that. We would just do create member, SoyPete, and then we do email, test at email. And the only reason we need to do that, why would we, there's been, do we need email is the question for that. I like email because that seems to be a good way of communicating. Do we need email? SoyPete. I don't think that's a bad idea. I should say, do we need email? Or should we let people choose if they want to share personal info? If that is the case, how do we contact them about new events? Like, do they have to log in? Like, is login required for new events? I would really like that to not be the... Anyway, so we're just going to leave with the email right now. We've created a member. We have to add the member to the org, which I'm doing manually, because I haven't added a flow for that yet. We should make me an admin, because... Oh, I wonder if that's something we should worry about. Should we label people, like, with the permissions that they would have? Like, the list of admins is fine, but the question is, how do we want to handle permissioning? Like, I don't think we should handle permissioning based on people in the list, so we need to figure out permissioning. And it'll probably end up being JWT or something. This issue board is just my brain dump. Permissions / roles. Who can edit things versus who can not? How much can they edit? It should not be decided based on names appearing in a slice. It also shouldn't be a database call, but you know, whatever. No, I do have a project at some point that I'll get to. I need to get my Windows machine on VNC. And once I do that, then my project is to connect an open source LLM from Hugging Face to Twitch chat. And so then I would have an AI bot in Twitch chat that would then respond to chat, so that when I get hype train notifications, I could do things and harass people. I wouldn't actually harass them, that's mean. But harangue them. Say, hey, just post emotes, why don't you? Why you sitting there so silent, chat? All you lurkers. But I get it. We're all here. We're all here for the lurk. Anyway, that's as close as I get to AI. I let somebody else do it, and then I look for cool applications in my software. But my day job is definitely data engineering. So I mess with data. I like lurkers. Lurkers are fine. But apparently, I added this command called lurk, and nobody uses it. Lurkers are numbers boosters, so I 100% know the importance of lurkers to the strategy. I just know that the algorithm also cares about how active the chat is. And my chat is shh. So, one day I'll figure out a way to make chat not so quiet. And you know, whatever. Aww. So we added SoyPete. SoyPete's now a member of the org, which I am, but I am also an admin. I am not an admin of the Foundry. I mean, I am that too. You can't watch the stream? I didn't read that. Check in every X minutes or you're banned. I mean, to be fair, I watch Twitch while I'm working, so I'm like constantly in a state of lurk. But it's definitely so toxic it's funny. But that being said, when I was watching Point Crow and he made a comment about LinkedIn Live, I jumped in that chat so fast to tell him that not only was LinkedIn Live a thing, it was the best place to get software information. Because that's where all the, you hate LinkedIn Live. I was gonna say, that's where all the elderly Caucasian bros have their podcasts. I obviously don't stream there. I'm on the cutting edge here in Twitch, so. So, that's how we run. Would I ever do a LinkedIn Live? No. I have no need to do a LinkedIn Live. I stream to Twitch and YouTube. Like, when I do meetups, we stream it to YouTube. I would never stream it to LinkedIn Live. I do post on LinkedIn quite a bit because it seems like the Utah community is super active in LinkedIn, but they just cut it off after 4 hours? Oh my goodness. Yeah, LinkedIn Live's been a thing. They keep trying to bring it back. And I think they finally hit their stride by making it the default in their events. So basically, if you have any kind of a LinkedIn following, you can create an event that automatically has a LinkedIn Live associated to it, and then you can invite your entire following. And so that's literally what I get invited to on the regular are data events and AI events from people that I'm connected with on LinkedIn. Because, you know, back in the day, I used to try to do machine learning in Go, and that was a bad idea, so... You have no following. Yes, it is a comment on the event, like, they persist. That is I agree that's the worst thing. They don't have a live chat separate. When YouTube does live things, they have their chat is not comments. I don't know if they allow comments after the fact, but you're right. It's just a horrible model. Okay, so this is pretty good. I need to update in what are the other things I need to call? I need to follow groups. Somebody you followed commented on. Do you get those too all the time? So annoying. Oh, you muted it? So, my story with LinkedIn. So, I've been a little bit... So, not only did Meetup screw me over, LinkedIn went and did the same thing. So, apparently they changed their notification settings and didn't tell anyone. Except for the random LinkedIn recruiter that DM'd me was like, hey, do you want to update your notification settings so that you know what's going on? And I was like, that's not even what they said. They said... Would you like some help getting better connected with the people following you? And I'm like, not paying for LinkedIn Premium. And I didn't even type that. I just left. So they updated their things, their notification settings. And I post every other day almost on LinkedIn pretty regularly. I've been doing blog updates and I share events and I post really regularly on LinkedIn just because of a lot of the stuff I do. And I was not getting notified when people were commenting on my things. And I was like, what on earth? How am I supposed to? I literally thought that I'd been shadow banned because like for 2 weeks, I had to go look up I had to go look up posts to see if people reacted, to see if people commented. The only thing I got was like recommended posts. And I don't want recommended posts because they're all sales pitches. I have to... And you'll enjoy that last notification. Thanks. I haven't... so yeah, so I haven't... And so I was like, what on earth with this shadow ban? So I posted this thing just to test it, and I didn't get any notifications, and I had to manually go into my notification settings and change it to return on. I had to turn on that I wanted to be notified if somebody commented on my posts. And I'm just like... I didn't know people were liking things. Okay, so they were... I could have been shadow banned, and I just called their bluff. So I should be able to... Okay, I should just be able to do meetup replacement project, and that should speed everything, yeah. All your posts went from like 300 impressions to like 100. Yes, that's where I'm at. I went from getting not quite so many, not thousands, but yes, I was getting probably 600 to 1,500 on average. Like I was getting about 1,000 on average for every post, and I went down to like the low hundreds. Check my LinkedIn requests on my break next. You know how many LinkedIn requests I go and just delete? Oh, my phone's gonna die. Because I'm speaking at a conference next week. Everybody's been like, "Oh, I see you're speaking at a conference. connect. And I'm like, you can follow me, but my rule is if you're not gonna, like, I stay pretty strict. Like, I want to have met you in person, or you have a direct connection to me. Like, you attend one of my meetups, you know, something like that. If you don't have that direct connection to me, like, we could have met online, or like, you're a local, somebody that I have talked to about meetups and stuff. Like, yeah, that'd be fine. So the Foundry has no owners, no attendees. We don't have an RSVP. Some kind of personal connection. 100%. Like, otherwise, yeah, I'm not even gonna try. Not even gonna try. So this is me. I am a name. I have a test email. I'm part of a group. I'm part of an event. The group doesn't have admins because I have no protections on that. So. And then we have Foundry, Forge Utah. Forge Utah has one group, and Forge Utah has no admins. I thought I added myself as an admin. Yeah, Forge should have admins. So... why doesn't Forge have admins? Also, this should also be admins. And I am probably also... yeah, so this is Forge admins, but when I did this, let's just clear that. Those worked correctly. And so anyway, yeah, I didn't... and basically, I'll show you the post. I haven't checked it today at all because I've been streaming, and sometimes when and so I have no clue what's been going on. But clearly I'm gonna have some good notifications. See, no notifications. Just that Silicon Slopes is doing something, and I don't care about them. So... nothing. If I go to view profile, I go to... see, I look at all these posts I've done. 1 day, 17 hours. I'm going to 1 day. So this one right here, 2 days ago. I was, last time I checked, I had 6 comments, and I have not been notified about Ed Lade's comment, Lizzie Jane's comment, or Raymond Andrews' comment. No notifications. So clearly I've been shadow banned. And then I, like, 100%, I want to see when people see this. And so 79, like, this is also hard. So one person saw it, I think that's tomorrow. Hi Lulu, you getting ready to go outside? Today's the 22nd. Yes, somebody put a light, so somebody saw it tomorrow. Which is technically possible if you live in India. So yeah, I haven't been notified by any of this stuff. And so I got 5,000 impressions on this, but look, 200 impressions for, like, it's nothing. It's garbage. Pile of garbage. So thank you, LinkedIn, for shadow banning me, because I think they're basically saying either you're a top voice or you're not. No matter how many people follow you, because I have like 2,500 followers. And they're all in Utah. And the things I'm posting are, generally speaking, relevant to that Utah community, and they just don't share that to anybody. So it's really annoying. That's my rant about LinkedIn. They're as bad as Twitter. So, there you go. I can dox my record. Okay, let's go look at it. Oh, you're inviting me to... we've never connected? How did we not actually connect? As a person I trust. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's good. I can't believe I guess I didn't... That's really funny. That's really funny. Where are we sitting on my ticket? Ticket. The issue that I have assigned to myself. RSVP to an event. So I can subscribe to groups. Oh, this is interesting. You use the standard message before you... Oh, yeah. Always use the standard message. Don't even worry about typing it your own, because they're fake AI. Well, that's not an AI, but let's pretend like whatever the AI generates is better than what you can do yourself. So, yeah, I'm glad we connected. That way I could know whenever you're hosting things. Yeah, this is going to be hard to do without groups. But now that I've added members, which is what I honestly wanted, I can go and do what I want to do, which is create an org. This, to me, is what I want to do. You wrote Apple, Playful Iguana, Idiocratic Sympathy Lakes. Oh, just to see? I never know what they're gonna do. Who owns them now? I know they've been sold a few times. Didn't Microsoft try to acquire them, and then... But now I don't remember who owns them. Okay, so they are owned by Microsoft. Microsoft did a great job with GitHub. I think GitHub has improved since Microsoft acquired it, probably because they let GitHub run pretty independently. They just kind of fixed the money problems. Why is that not the same with LinkedIn? On games? Like game streaming? Or like games in LinkedIn? Like, what does that mean? Okay. Browser games. You know, Facebook did that when I was in high school, and they're gone now. That sounds horrible. That sounds like a horrible idea, bro. Like, is it because all the people that played Farmville on Facebook now use LinkedIn as their primary? Yeah, Zynga. Oh my gosh. Yes, I played a bunch of Facebook games, but Farmville was by far the one I played the most. And I would come home from school every day at lunch to play Farmville, and I would come home from school right after and play Farmville. Engagement and connecting people in your organization. They think that adding browser games will make remote working easier. And Pet City, yes. And then, like, when they had Facebook quizzes before, what's the thing that I take on? BuzzFeed. Before BuzzFeed, the quizzes were all on Facebook. Bejeweled, yes! I played Bejeweled, though, on Yahoo Games. Again, Yahoo Games, pre-2010s. You don't go back to browser games when we have, like, smartphones. The quizzes is how election got tampered? Yeah, probably. I feel like they would get recommended to me all the time. And then... I need to add that to the ignore. And then as soon as, like, BuzzFeed showed up, they kind of, like, they never got recommended to me anymore. Also, meetup groups, like, used to be the biggest, not meetup groups, but, like, Facebook groups. When I was in high school, we had a Facebook group for like every class to coordinate homework and do things like that. And then we quit doing that. These are all bad memories. You sure, John? Only if these are all bad memories. Oh, the whole Cambridge Analytica scandal is basically quizzes assessing massive. Okay, John. Yes, everything Maddie's talking about is a dark mark of Facebook, which is 100% why we will never use Facebook for hosting Forge events. Facebook groups will not be a thing. Forge Utah has a Facebook that I have attached to my personal Facebook that I do not do anything with, but it exists. And the reason that we don't do anything with it is because nobody in Forge cares. So basically it's a thing for me to keep track on people I know in South America, and that's it. Ooh, Cafe Rio for dinner. Anybody want to vote on what I should get? Just make a poll. You get 5 minutes to pick my fate. Maddie, they don't have Cafe Rio in the UK. There's no way. So I will try and be generic. Oh, they're signing off from work, so I should go tell them, see them in a week. After I finish my poll. What should I get for dinner? I misspelled should. What should I get for dinner? And it's pretty easy. We're gonna do salad. Because I only get pork. Pork barbacoa salad. Pork barbacoa burrito. Or tacos. Tacos. Okay. Choose my dinner for me while I say goodbye to work. You're in Switzerland? Is that where you live? I thought you lived in the UK. There's no way there's no way they have Cafe Rio in Switzerland. Oh, I didn't know you lived in Zurich. I just made assumptions based on how you talk. That must be much funner. Also, way closer to Skid. I'm telling my sister I'm asking Twitch. Please describe Cafe Rio. I think all accents are British that are not American. So, that tells you how American I am. Okay, so John Kirkman would like me to describe Cafe Rio. So what is Cafe Rio? Cafe Rio is fake Mexican food. So I think they align with the variety of Mexican food called Fresh Mex. Skid was only a 3-hour drive. That's the ideal conference right there, when you can go home. So, Cafe Rio. It is a food classified as Fresh Mex, which means it takes Mexican flavors and then puts them in the biggest kinds of servings you can find and uses lots of lettuce and tomatoes and ranch dressing infused with cilantro and tomatillo and lots of lime. These Fresh Mex is generally associated with California, but it's just a white people Mexican food. And that is Fresh Mex. That is Cafe Rio. So basically you've got chicken, you've got pork, you got steak, and you got beef. And you can have it in tacos, you can have it in a quesadilla, you can have it in a burrito, or you can have it in a salad, or you can have it in a mini salad. They call it a tostada, which is not really a tostada. It's a lot closer. Like, if you do Mexican food, it's a gordita with a lot of lettuce on it. Because remember, this is Fresh Mex, which means instead of like pickled onions and cabbage and normal things that Mexicans put on tortillas, we replace it with lettuce, and we don't use pico de gallo. We just use fresh onions and fresh tomatoes and fresh cilantro. Fresh mix. So. And somehow everything has a lot of sugar in it. One hundo. It is, and somehow, instead of being fresh, it is actually very unhealthy. It does taste good. But they don't use things like, you don't get like refried beans. The beans are all like fresh canned beans. Dark Shell, thanks for that follow.
Dark
So
Shell 86,
that is my description of
thanks for
Cafe
following.
Rio. If there is anything like that in Zurich, let me know. Wait, Maddie. So once upon a time, I was in this French class. And now I can ask you weird questions. So once upon a time, I took this French class. And my French teacher was, you know, like most French teachers. And she was talking about all the language that speak, all the countries that speak French, and apparently Switzerland's one of the natural. But she says Switzerland has its own dialect of Roman, of a Latin language called Romanche, that's spoken in like northwestern Switzerland and only there. But apparently, according to her, in Switzerland they speak English, German, French, and Italian, and then Romanche. And I don't know. Add member, create, and add group. Oh, that's not an S. It does. Well, John, I think I have had some Cafe Rio that did not taste good. That actually tasted quite foul. That is not the common experience. But sometimes pork barbacoa burrito is the winner. I'm gonna just take a quick picture of that and let my sister know that that's what I want. Thank you. Now I didn't have to make a hard decision. So, like, sometimes, like, the ingredients are old and, like, it gets super watery. So, like the lettuce is wet and, like, it just, doesn't taste good. You think Go Tests will work? Nope. Never works. Go Tests never works. Go Tests. I should be able to just do this. Specify a file. That is a file. That is... Oh, that's only a function, so... I provided what it was. When I said go test member, it didn't like that. When I say exported, generate test for only exported Mac. Okay, let's just do exported. Give a dot after? Instead of, well, yeah, if I... Yeah, that... It didn't do... Oh! I need the file of where... Okay. What's wrong, Lulu? So, when I did this, that did the whole directory, and it... Oh, I have to do write. I forgot. So if I do this, and I do -W, it actually writes it to the file. Duh. Duh. I figured it out. Lulu! Did you do on the other sides? Oh, we can see the top of your nose right there. Oh, that's the top of your head. Lulu make an appearance. Say hi, Aunt Lulu. Hi, Aunt Lulu. Hi, Aunt Lulu. Lulu comes after she was barking, and Lulu does have her own set of emotes. The rule is, when Lulu appears, you're supposed to post her emote in the channel, but nobody knows that rule, because I just made it up today. So, that is the Lulu rule. Hi, Lulu! Hi, Lulu! Yeah, I get the squatters on my head. Thank you, Irasum. I'll get the squatters on my head because I'm the Lulu. You want to come up? Say hi? You want to come up? Oh, you probably want to go potty, huh? You want to go potty? You want to go potty? Oh, thanks, Toxneb. Okay, we're going to take the dog outside and get some more drink. Yeah, I don't know. How long have we been streaming? Okay, only 2.5 hours. We'll take a 5-minute break. We'll be right back after 5 minutes. I do not have anything fun for you to do during the break because I'm pretty lame. But yeah, I'm pretty lame. We should at least throw a poll up, right? In the meantime. And we'll take one from Maddie's stream, right? I'm asking a question. You'll have 5 minutes to vote while we take the dogs outside, and then I'll be right back with a drink and with the dogs going potty, and we can finish our stream. Okay, there we go. 5 minutes on the clock. I'll be back. Sup, homies? Suppa, homies? Hopefully you didn't, miss me too much. Lulu is ready for me to be done. But I need to write some of these tests. And if I write the tests, I can essentially remove this. So, we'll do that. So we will do, oh, I hate this. I would just rather do this. It's just a personal thing. Oh, that's the test name. We'll call it user, and that's fine. Yeah, that's what I got. That's how I like to do it. There is no error here. We probably will want some error cases at some point. But we'll also probably want some email validation at some point. But I don't care. I don't think the Deep Reflect is gonna like this because of the pointer. That's usually what happens. So we'll see. Missing a comma, or yes, I am. Member follow group. So we're gonna have fields and args. We're just gonna not do args. because that doesn't make any sense. Also, yeah, we should. I'm not gonna add any groups, so we cannot do that, but we will keep an ID. Wait, they don't have any validation here? Oh, they don't have any validation on the other one too. Cool. So just so we know. We don't validate any of these tests, so I'll have to figure that one out. But I will. Basically, in my opinion, for testing, it comes down to what do you actually need to validate. And at this point, what I need to validate is... yeah. If the data... basically, if... well, yes, length of members does not equal 1, error added group. And then if... no, I don't care about... group doesn't have members. Oh, I don't... I do have an M. So it should be if M dot members 0 name equals... no, not G. M dot groups length 0 equals TT group. That's what I care about. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and then this needs to be an if. Does not equal TT group. Now what does not like? TT members, undefined type group. Groups don't have members. This is a little confusing because the organization has members. Oh. Because the organization has members, but the groups do not have members. Unfollow group. So in this one, we would need to have... nope. So it would look almost exactly the same as this. Except for I'm going to predefine group. So we're going to have group equals 1. Oh wait, am I passing an entire group or am I passing a name? In the unfollow, I think I am passing an entire group, and I wonder if that should be a name. Should I just pass a group ID instead of a group? Also, when I have a database set up, this will be way easier to manage, but I don't need that yet. Cool. So I am... where am I? So I have a group foundry. We're going to add it to our lists of groups and we're going to use it there. So we're going to have name, unfollow group, fields, ID 1, SoyPete, email. And if I were smart, I would share that user between all these tests, but I can refactor that later. And then inside of here, there is no args, there's just T group. I'm fine with that. Go test compile. They do compile. Go test. Create member. Want. Oh, create member. Just wants a user email. What do you mean? Line 28. Oh. I do want this to be 1. Yes, sorry. I do want that to be 1 because it's auto. Ooh, that's interesting. So this auto increments. So basically that means if we were to run this multiple times, have more than 1 test, our expected value will change. That's what that means. So like this is a valid test now because I run it 1 time. I like to sign all my commits because then it says SoyPete in the git blame instead of Mariah. It does it at work too, which is really nice because SoyPete doesn't exist at work. Like, we use GitLab. My user on GitLab is Mariah Peterson. SoyPete doesn't exist, but it is the name I have assigned to my public key. So every time I sign one of these, I don't use PGP. I just am using the Git signing feature that I don't know when Git implemented it, but that's what I use. Add basic happy path tests. Okay. I am an admin on this repo, which means I can do whatever I want. Oh, I should be able to. The thing you can do with these issues is you can like create. Oh, I was adding flow for an org, right? No, I didn't do that yet. Is you can create a branch from it. But there's also another way to like reference that branch. So I will just reference that issue here in the thing. So this title is create basic member flow with primitive. It's not primitive, with basic data type. Description here. This is a first pass at creating a member. There is a lot to be improved upon, but I would like to have the flow for creating a member in place. I say in place instead of in place. In place, so that we can enforce members as admins at the org and group level. Oh, I didn't link the edit. And then if you go over here, there's a reference. And then this is add flow from member comment. So I assign it to myself. I don't add labels, but I do reference that here. And I will post it in my Discord for review. Because that's usually first stop shop. Oh, look. People, Discord didn't send me notifications too. Maybe they're as bad as Oh, it's just StreamCord. I was gonna say, maybe Discord is as bad as everybody else at shadow banning Mariah, but Discord didn't shadow ban me from my own server. They did not. So I've decided I am on a flight Monday night, but my goal is to get ready to go, everything ready to go tomorrow, and to stream in the morning up until like 2 o'clock my time, because that's about when I need to take my dogs over to my parents' house and go to the airport. So I plan to be on Monday. If not, I fly back early Friday morning. I plan to be on next Friday. I'll be in Austin all week, and I hope to see you again. Oh, I did turn my... It's pretty cool music. I'll be back. So I just want to say, hope to see you next time. Oh, and we need to find somebody to raid. Where's Twitch? But... Okay, I like to poll to ask who's gonna raid, so... We'll make it a 2-minute poll. Who should we raid? I want to thank everybody who followed. I want to thank all of the raiders today. Maddie Two Shoes for that. I want to thank all of the subs. Everybody who wants to help me kill Meetup because it is toxic and horrible. And then, okay. 2 minutes. You can use additional votes with channel points. 10 points per channel. And we got a 2-minute poll. Go now. Feel free anytime you join to ask me questions. Feel free to follow me here, to follow me on the linktre. You can follow my Substack for anything I write. You can follow the YouTube to see the past VODs. What else do I have? You can follow Forge YouTube and watch all of the live streams from our meetups or the recordings from the meetups. Next week I will be out at Data Council. If any of you are data nerds like me, I'm a data engineer. Sorry, ML people. It's just too hard to keep up with that. And software. And it's just so hard. Do that. I am teaching a Go course in June. I don't think it's live on O'Reilly yet. But it's there. And so feel free to follow me on LinkedIn or on the Twitter. Feel free to... Oh, come on. Who's vote? Vote. We've got 1 vote. Only one of you cares where you go? Oh, you're probably all in the background, so you don't care. It's fine. You still got 1 minute. 1 minute to decide your fate. But, I just started a TikTok. You can follow me on TikTok. I have an Instagram if you prefer Instagram. But most of my content does live on Twitch. And Any feedback you have on how to make it better, let me know. I wrote something. Just choose your destiny, please. And just help me make some good memes. Okay, who should we raid? It is CM Griffing, so I will start that raid up. And just want to say before you go, I want you to just keep killing it out there, coders. You do hard stuff, and we'll just keep making each other better.
Yeah, exactly. So it's fairly spendy. I will say this, though. Besides, like, the official after party,
Thanks
we typically
for the
hang out.
support.
You can always just hang out. That part's chill.
SoyPeteTech, also known as the Techno Guardian, is a superhero born from the synergy of nature and advanced technology.